Since the release of F1 Manager 2023, people have said that the challenge of getting Alfa Romeo into P7 is impossible. However, I'm going to attempt to beat this challenge to prove that it is possible. Just to put into perspective just how poor the Alfa Romeo is, this is it versus the Alfa Tauri, currently one of the worst cars on the grid in Formula 1. It only beats it in the medium speed corners by a small margin. Everywhere else, there's a disadvantage, and in some cases significantly.
Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out. Max Verstappen wins the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Finished 14th in Jeddah, still leaving us 9th in the championship. Managed to complete a new front wing and a new underfloor for Australia. However, in the race, finished 18th because we pitted one lap prior to rain for hards. So that's not very helpful. In the sprint, we didn't really manage any positions, only got as high as 16th. However, the race was quite different.
Here we are then at turn 15, cutting it so close. And you can see how the cars come together.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Bottas managed to get some overtaking done by taking hard tyres and going long until the rain, cutting out the need for a pit stop prior to the rain, unlike most teams. However, the car was as fast as a 19th century steam engine, so we only managed P17. And to make things worse, for the last stint, we got held in the pits, costing us a few positions.
Oh my god! What is that?
In Monaco, we managed to finish 13th after Zhou slammed it in the wall. 11th only in Spain after a crazy crash at the beginning.
This is a joke.
17th in Austria, nothing really special happened, just no overall pace. And 18th in Canada as well, nothing crazy happened. And 18th in Silverstone, again, no pace.
Almost lane.
You're a fucking idiot.
After finishing 12th in Spa and scoring no points throughout the entire season so far, we still have a medium confidence from the board. So currently doing a little bit better than some other people who get kicked out by mid-season review. The car itself has been improving a lot with all the upgrade. Currently finishing just outside of the top 10 consistently, and currently still have more upgrades on the way. After making some of the newer upgrades for Zhou, who has been running the older spec, we find ourselves P9. We pit late into the race to fend off some faster moving cars behind, namely Magnussen. 7 laps later we managed to catch him and fully overtake him, securing P10 with a nice gap behind. And we actually go on to take our first point of the season at Zandvoort.
Okay, Teo, that's the
Now
check
Williams
flag.
are about 12 points ahead at this point, so we still have a long way to go. As the upgrades have taken place, we've hit our stride with the car, reaching P9 at Monza, P9 at Singapore, fell out of the points at Japan, hitting P13, managed to get back to P9 at Qatar, and then at Austin, again, managing P9. So, doing really well, and Williams only managed to get a single point in this time, leaving us with 9 points to 13. Brazil was a really emotional roller coaster of a race. Managing to qualify P7 for the sprint, really happy with that, wasn't expecting that. However, moving on into the race, Bottas decided to get revenge on George for crashing into him. And then Max decided to kill Perez, which led us to stay into 6th. However, we got a 5-second time penalty for the incident with George. However, it didn't seem to apply at the end of the race. I checked the results and it showed that Bottas's time penalty seemed to have been removed. I think this might have been a game bug, and we shouldn't really have been awarded the points that we'd got. Following on into the race, we started P5 after some drivers took some, I think, grid penalties for component parts, with also both Red Bulls starting at the back due to their earlier crash. We made a good start, going down into turn after a long straight, and George and Bottas crash again, and we got another penalty, this time for causing a collision. We made a great recovery to P11, got stuck behind Sainz in the last few laps of the race, so wasn't able to catch Shinoda for P10, so not a bad recovery, and Alonso won the Aston Martin's first race of the season, and they actually have the best car on the grid currently.
Really great out there today.
After a really amazing race in Miami and getting up to P6 in the constructors, we've effectively already completed our goal, as it's highly unlikely that any other team is going to beat us. Haas could probably beat us going into the last race of the season, but we'll just have to see. The race, qualifying P6, pretty good. However, just fell back in the race into P13. It does mean, however, we still finish P6 in the constructors, meaning that beating P7 is actually possible in Formula One Manager. However, the board wasn't very happy with some of my spending, and as a result, I've been fired. So it is possible, but when you're 18 million in the hole at the end of the season, they don't like that. So it's possible, but at what cost?